what's going on, guys? It's Train, and welcome back to some Doki Doki Blue Skies mod. In the last episode, we had quite a depressing, ironically, depressing episode. We admitted our love to Sayori thanks to the egging on of Emmy, and it did not go well. I won't spoil much else other than that. But go back and watch the last episode if you missed it. It should have gone up about a week ago. Also, I did turn up the volume in this for my audio. Hopefully it doesn't peak. Too bad. In fact, I might bring up the sound control panel midway through the episode, so if there's a random cut and I do it, it's because it did get a little too loud. But I'm trying my best to make sure the audio doesn't peak too bad. But let's hop back into it. Man, am I glad that it's Saturday today. There'd be no chance in hell that I'd be able to concentrate if today were a school day. A revelation keeps replaying over and over in my mind. Depression. A nasty sounding word. And in some ways quite foreign. I guess I was kind of sheltered. Prior to Sarah, I never knew any people with the condition. It was something, of course, I was aware of, but I never paid any real thought to it. I mean, I knew what it was. Psychology has always been at least vaguely interesting to me, but I never really saw a real reason to look into it. And Suri said that she was depressed for most of her life. So I can't help but wonder, when did it all develop? What caused it? Was she bullied? Or did a close friend or family member die? There's so many things I want to ask her right now. But as Mom said, it's best to give Sayori some time to cool off. I'll give it a couple of days. Besides, we got a lot of homework to be getting on with. That Sakurai's out of the way first. Man, the end of the war really had huge effects in the world. It's time for a break, I reckon. What to play? Really is the first world problem to have so many games available but still not know what to play. I feel this currently with Cyberpunk being out right now. Colorful looking title catches my eye. Man, not even the escapism from video games is doing the trick. Perhaps I should go for a walk instead. Being cooped up indoors isn't probably doing any favors for my health. Mom used to harp on about the importance of fresh air. Stand up and stretch, rarely rubbing my neck. Yeah, some fresh air wouldn't go amiss. At this point in the day, the park is rather quiet. Hold on. Not as many people come to this part of the park anyway. Look at this art, though! I like this art. I'm gonna make this my wallpaper, dead ass. If I could find that image, I might Google image search and see if I can find that image. And I'll make this my wallpaper. Because I currently have Helltaker as my wallpaper, so I'd like to have something different. Discord, shut the fuck up. Although it is shininess, so I guess I surely shouldn't be yelling at Discord. Not as many people come to this part of the park anyway. Which is a shame, because this part is arguably the prettiest thanks to the lake. Being in the middle of November, there's a definite chill in the air. Although I'm wrapped up warm, so I can barely feel it. It's a comfortable lull in the air, especially after the overwhelming nature of last night. Sound is a perfect antidote, being therapeutic and calm. Sure, I have the house for myself, but there's no substitute for fresh, cool air. Maybe my parents were right when they kept up that healthy body, healthy mind mantra. As calm as the atmosphere is, not doing much with the whirlwind that is my mind. Looking back, how could I have been so stupid? How did I miss all the signs? Am I really that dense? Thinking about it, the fairy tale poem makes so much sense now. The selflessness and emotion of keeping others happy regardless of her own mental state. The signs were all there. Struggling to wake up on time, which explains why she was always late. And the nightmare. She finally told me her most painful secret. How did I respond? By shouting at her and making her cry. Great friend you are. I wonder if she didn't even want to tell me in the first place. So pushy, so demanding, yet when she told me, instead of being empathetic and understanding, I did the exact opposite. Wouldn't even surprise if she didn't want to be friends anymore. Would she ever forgive me? Although whether she should or not is a whole other question. Even if she did forgive me, what could I even do about her depression? Her self-perception seems so cemented. Would I be making things worse by getting involved? would I be able to help her? I don't know. Being a normal teenage guy doesn't really afford me much sensibility. Even though it might sound a bit melodramatic, I can't help but feel like I barely even know Sayori anymore. How much for happiness is just a mask? It can't be all of it. Ryan? Being so lost in my thoughts, I didn't notice Yuri's presence. Oh, hey, Yuri. Didn't see you there. I'm not bothering you, am I? You look rather deep in thought. Oh, you're fine. It'd be nice to actually have some company, actually. She smiles shyly and takes a seat next to me. The accompanying silence is not awkward in the slightest, which just surprises me. Then again, Yuri is no stranger to deep thoughts herself, and she's definitely used to being reflective and quiet. I didn't expect to see you here. Didn't expect me to come to a quiet park when it's getting dark, especially in the middle of winter, huh? Not really, no. The dark and cold combined tend to put most people off. If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here? Well, there's a lot in my mind, and I figured some fresh air would do me good, you know? I see. Perhaps we're more alike than I first imagined. Whenever I'm troubled by something, I always find a quiet period of reflection in the evening. It can be really helpful. Something about the stillness of the night. It's much easier to think when you're in an environment such as this one. Yeah, it is, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed. It helps to just take a step back and breathe. I've actually known this park for as long as I can remember. My parents used to take Sayori and I here all the time. Countless memories throughout the years. That sounds wonderful. You know, they share such happy times with someone as you both grew up. Though I'm curious, given how much time you seem to spend with one another, I would have thought Sayori would be with you. Now. Looked down momentarily, poking a twig with my shoe. Well. We kinda had a fight. Oh. It comes quite a surprise, given how close you two seem to be. Then again, it's inevitable that fights occur between people, no matter their dynamics. Yuri starts fiddling with her hair. Not that I mean to pry, but may I ask you why you had a fight in the first place? Grimace's reply. As much as I enjoy talking to Yuri and appreciate her company here, there's no way I can reveal Sayori's secret to her. Not that I don't want to tell you, and it's something personal. I understand completely. Suppose this is a rather personal question. You just told me something really private, and that horrible familiar feeling of shame bubbles up whenever I recount how I reacted to her confession. I didn't take it very well, and I said some really stupid stuff. I got angry at her, and I shouted at her, I'm an awful friend. Lean forwards, burying my face in my hands. There's an awkward, heavy silence for a few moments. Ryan? I know that I haven't known you for as long as Sayori has. Please believe me when I say you're not an awful friend. I don't know what was said between you two, but everyone says things they don't mean during arguments, especially when tensions are running high. That's something my parents once told me, and it really is true. Take my argument with Natsuki back in September. In the heat of the moment, I said some rather hurtful things. However, I didn't actually mean them, and I'm fairly confident that Natsuki feels the same way too. Please don't be too hard on yourself, and I can tell that Sayori means a lot to you. You've been so patient and kind with her. If I may be so bold to say, perhaps you don't realize it, but you do a lot for her. Little things, such as walking to school with her in the mornings and walking her home in the afternoons. Most importantly, whenever she's feeling sad, you really take it upon yourself to find out what's wrong so you can comfort her. We can all see that you care, and your care and consideration for her shines like a beacon. Yeah, it's all well good and all, but I still hurt her really badly. Friends always hurt each other, Ryan. It's an unfortunate reality of being human. For what I can gather, she isn't someone who could hold a grudge. So whatever issue there is between you guys, I'm confident you'll be able to sort it out. So sorry, I didn't mean to sound presumptuous or anything. You've not been presumptuous in the slightest, Yuri. Your insight's been really refreshing. I still feel bad, but you made me realize that perhaps things aren't as bleak as they seem. So thank you. Seriously, it means a lot. You're a really good friend. Thank you. I was glad I was able to help. I can't help but grin. Yuri's shyness has always been endearing, especially as it clashes against her intelligent, mature outlook. Oh, so much. Anyway, I asked you the same question. What brings you here? It's okay. You don't have to disclose anything. I won't pry. Just know if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here. And so are the other girls, okay? I remember how horrible those people during the festival recital were to you, and I hate to think that you were suffering in silence or anything like that. Ryan, you truly are too kind. I very much appreciate your words, and I'm very glad that Sayori told you about our club. I know I said it back in September, but honestly I'll say it again. I'm just grateful that you guys accepted me with open arms. You didn't judge me because I wasn't a poet, nor did you ever laugh at how bad my poems were. I know they were particularly to your taste, but you still gave me good advice and feedback. Well, I believe that everyone should be included. No one deserves to be an outcast, irrespective of their hobbies, interests, or writing ability. I feel that would be as accepting and inclusive of those with interests that go against the norm. She's nervously picking out her sleeves, almost pulling them up over her hands. Well, for what it's worth, I think your interest in horror and taste in literature and poetry is very cool, Yuri. Makes for a nice change of discussion and gives you interesting stuff to talk about. Like when you discussed Frankenstein's monster with me at lunchtime. I really gave it much thought, but after you had that talk with me, it really helped me realize we shouldn't just take stuff at face value. Oh, and your poems are awesome. I hope that one day I'll be able to write to your level. It really means a lot. I'm glad you have such an open mind, Ryan. In this day and age, to find a mind so free of prejudice and misconception, it's really a breath of fresh air. Thank you. Anyway, I don't mean to cut short our discussion, but unfortunately I have a lot of homework to be getting on with. Yeah, me too. Procrastination should only get you so far, hey? Catch you later, Yuri. I hope everything gets better. There we go. Sorry, typing out a thing important. I know I could have paused, but it was just... that was nice and easy. It was a sentence, so... And you, Ryan. With a wave, we bolt apart. Ay, I hate the fucking alarm. Another day at school. Another day at school. At least it's mid-November now, so the Christmas break isn't too far off. After finishing my morning route, I head outside, tentatively waiting for Sayori. Yuri's words are helpful, but I was naive to think that things would just go back to normal. There's no sign of Sayori, and I feel like texting her is off the table. With a sigh, I make the journey to school alone. Learning about the interwar year should be, by all means, be interesting. Even with Sakura's enthusiasm and Hiro rejecting the lessons, I still can't find myself enthusiastic for the topics he's discussing. Discord pings are fun. Despite my best efforts to remain occupied over the weekend, the worry I have for Syria was always there, lurking in the back of my mind. I hate this silence. And being able to talk to someone you really want to talk to is crushing. Ah, Ryan. I don't suppose you'd be able to answer that question, huh? Please don't tell me that I'm such a boring teacher that you can't even pay attention. If I figured out that I was sending my students into a stupor, I'd get fired on the spot. Though I'd probably do well in the hypnosis business. There's a light smattering of laughter. He's still looking at me expectantly, so I forced a grin on my face. Sorry, sir, I didn't understand the question. Could you repeat it? He does so when I answer. He nods scribbling, although there's traces of concern on his features. The rest of the lesson drags on what feels like a snail's pace. I'm supposed to be taking notes from out of the textbook, and answering the question. My mind's been on autopilot ever since I woke up this morning. By all accounts, the progress I've made has been pretty mediocre. Everything okay, Ryan? He keeps his voice low and quiet, crouching next to me. You don't quite seem yourself today. Pardon me if that's an incorrect assessment. He motions towards my notes. We're normally ahead of the game when it comes to classwork. Not that I mind too much. Everyone's allowed to slack now and again, right? He chuckles, but I barely even respond. Yeah, I'm good, sir. Sorry, I just had a long weekend. Might as well attempt a stab at humor. By long weekend, no, I don't mean staying up late playing video games. That's a shame. Those kind of weekends are the best ones. Anyway, just do your best for now. You've got a good grasp on the topic, so don't worry about it too much for now. Just make sure you know the material for the December exams. Got it, sir. Thank you. Phew. I was expecting some kind of stern telling off about my lack of progress. Bell's about to ring, everyone. We'll call it there. As I make my way outside, I spot a familiar white bow. Hey, Ryan. About to head to lunch, huh? Yeah. I'm really sorry, but I won't be coming to the club today. She raises an eyebrow. Oh? Why is that? Being totally honest with you, I'm just not really in the mood for it. It's just some stuff I need to sort out, and if I came, I don't think I'd be very good company anyway. She nods, but it's hard to read the expression on her face. Okay, that's understandable. By the way, you haven't seen Siri around, have you? She didn't come to school today. Do you know why? Funny she should ask that. No clue. Sorry. Strange. Well, I hope you can sort out whatever it is that's bugging you soon. And thanks. And sorry, once again, for bailing. That's okay. It'll be a quiet session today, I guess. What with the three of us? It's just to see what it's like. Anyway, I've gotta go. See you around. See ya. Do I get the nagging feeling that she's judging me for something? Oh well. Much like the walk to school, wow, my eyes are fucking with me. It looks like that wall there is going in and out of color. Much like the walk to school, the return journey feels equally as empty. With another pang of guilt, I remember all the little jibes I used to fire away about being lazy and unable to get out of bed. Why is it our brains are so good at reminding us of times we said or things we really regret? Tiny voice of reason within me tells me that I had no way of knowing why she struggled to get up on time. I mean, it's not like I set out to hurt her with my jokes. That kind of playful banter just characterizes our friendship. I just wish I could believe that tiny voice of reason a little more. On my way to my house, I notice a figure sitting by my doorway. I roll my eyes and express the urge to groan. I'm really not in any mood to deal with some religious nutter trying to get me to believe in God. Wait, hang on. That's Sayori. Sayori? I almost shoots up at the sound of my voice. What are you doing here? The sight in front of me is utterly unexpected. Neither of us knows what to say. The aftermath of our previous encounter still lingers in the air. Can I come in? Yeah, sure. Thanks. I've done my school stuff down and turned to face, but the awkwardness doesn't dissipate. So much I want to say, but I didn't know where to start. I'm really sorry. Tears immediately fill Sayori's eyes, and the powerful desire to embrace her hits me once more. I really shouldn't have kicked you out like that. I've been so horrible to you, keeping you in the dark. I was just so scared. The whole thing is just so confusing. No, Sayori, it's me who should be apologizing. I'm so sorry for being so pushy, for shouting you, for being such a lousy friend. I'm regretting how I acted on Friday ever since. Please don't hate me. Sayori tumbles into my arms, sobbing without restraint. I could never hate you, silly. You're my best friend. I was so scared that right after our fight that I pushed you away. I feel my heart break as she sobs and clings to me. Instinctively, I wrap my arms around her and hold her close. Sierra, you're so silly sometimes. Do you know that? You can never push me away. I'm your best friend. Although recently I've been wondering if I deserve to be. Huh? Why? I shouted at you. I made you cry. A few of my own tears started to leak. With concern etched all over her face, she leans forward and carefully brushes the tear away. It's the last thing I wanted to do, and I hate myself for it. Right, it's okay. Looking back, I really can't blame you. It must have been so frustrating from your perspective. I just want things to go back to normal. Please, can we just put all this behind us? It's like a huge weight has been lifted on my shoulders, just by hearing those words. Of course we can. Here is me thinking you didn't want to be friends anymore. I can never stay mad at you. You mean so too much to me. Can we agree that we're both a bunch of clowns who are just as bad as each other? Siri gives a watery smile. She clings to me a little harder. That sounds fair. Oh, to hear that laugh again. I'll always be here for you, okay? Even though I can be a dense idiot at the best of times, that will never change. She looks up, her eyes swimming with tears. Even with tear marks all down her face and tousled hair, she still looks absolutely beautiful. You really mean that? I gently thumb away one of her tears. Of course I do. She rose once more into my chest. It feels incredibly intimate, to be able to hold her in this state of vulnerability. So that's why you waited outside my house? Yeah, I really wanted to see you, but I couldn't face school today. And I wasn't sure if you even wanted to see me. It was slightly muffled as she talks into my shirt. It's kind of funny when you think about it. We both thought the other person didn't want to see us. And we both really wanted to see each other. Oh, Sayori, what are we like? She giggles on my chest. At such close sister, I can feel the vibration from her laughter. Yuri told me that she didn't think you were the kind of person to stay angry for long. She looks up. Yuri? Yeah, I bumped into her over the weekend while I was at the park. Needed some fresh air at night. Don't worry, I didn't reveal much. I just told her we had a fight. She's really empathetic and understanding. Aw, that sounds like her. She's just such a dependable friend. Anyway, I guess she's right. I hate conflict. I don't like staying angry at people. That's super convenient like an idiot like me, isn't it? I'm going to try and find you earlier, but I thought I should give it a little bit of time first. Well, at least we're here now. I'm so glad you came to find me. I'm super glad we made up. Oops, I got your shirt super wet. Sorry about that. All good. Not the first time you spilled something on me now, is it? Oh, you mean that one time with... Hold up, Siri. One time? Okay, you've made your point, meanie. We both share a laugh, and my god, does that laugh feel good to hear. Just like that, all the tension and stress I've been carrying over the past few days has lessened. So I can finally breathe again. Anyway, look. Sayori, I had some time to think about what you told me on Friday. I'll be honest with you, I don't understand depression at all, and I can't imagine what you're going through. But I do know that But what I do know is that I'll do my best to be there for you. Even if it's just as a friend. I know you said you like me too, but you weren't sure about your feelings. So we can go whatever pace you want to go at, even if you want to go at all. It's really frustrating because I do like you, Ryan. I really do. She bites her lip anxiously. I hate to drag you down, to get you involved with my mess. I know you see it like that, Sarah, but I see it completely differently. No one is forcing me to make my decision. I'm choosing to get involved because I want to. Because I like you, and I don't see you as a burden at all. Think of all the times you've helped me feel better, or the other girls in the club. You're so good at keeping everyone's spirits high, breaking up fights, restoring the peace. Would it be really so wrong for me to give something back to you? I know you don't see it, but to me, you're worth an awful lot, and I care about you so much. Brian, there are so many other things, other people out there who are more worthy of time. None of those people are you, though. No one else on this planet could ever replace you. I grew up with you, Sayori, and you're my best friend for a reason. All the happy memories we've shared, the jokes, the stories, the adventures, I share them with you and only you. You're such a big reason as to why my childhood was so happy. Really? Of course. We used to see each other like every day. Our parents used to say we were inseparable. And here we are now, even years apart. We get along like nothing ever happened. So believe when I say that you're very special to me, and you've got a heart goal whether you can see it or not. Oh, Ryan. She starts to sniffle again. Ozara said something like that to me before. Well, I'm glad to be the first. I'm still unsure, and it's really confusing, but your hugs are really comforting. Make me feel like everything might be okay, if just for a few moments. I know what you want me to say, but I don't know. I still feel like I'm being selfish. And I thought you liking me back would make the rain clouds on my head go away. Like there's a little ray of sunshine now, but it's still raining. Even though Mom told me that depression has no quick fix, Sayori's words still disappoint me. Mom did say it wouldn't be easy. She's really starting to find out how difficult this can be. That's okay, Sayori. I guess it was naive for me. I could just come in and fix everything. That would be nice, though. I guess we could just start by taking everything really slowly. Like, can we not jump into going on official dates or telling everyone we're together just yet? Of course, whatever pace you want to go with, like I said. I'm not making the wrong choice, though, am I? Just please tell me if I'm being a burden, and I won't hold it against you if you didn't want to be with me anymore. You don't have to worry about that at all. Trust me. Though as much as I like you, I don't want you to go through with this just because it's what I want. No, I kind of want it too. Kinda? I do want it. I just can't shake off the feeling that I'm not worth your time. And even though what you've said just now really helped me, feeling worthless, something I felt for a long time. It's hard to shake off the feeling. But being with you, the rain clouds don't feel as bad. It'll be okay, Sayori. I just know it will. I'll see you through this storm and I'll be your umbrella. That's actually one of the sweetest things you've ever said to me. Poetic, too. Looks like the Literature Club is really rubbing off on you. I know, right? I'm definitely the next Shakespeare. Just you wait. Anyway, I guess it's the best for taking things slow because December exams are coming up. Unless I really don't want to, we should probably both be focusing on those. Yeah, you're right. Once they're over, I take her hand, locking her fingers with mine. We'll just have to wait, won't we? Anyway, speaking of work, probably get started with revision. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll see you later, okay? Okay. Pull my arms out and we embrace once more. I would be able to hold her close to me, inhaling her scent, playing with a strand of her red hair. Her hair. It's heaven. If I can tell myself I plan to soft kiss on her forehead and break free, closing to her before my mind catches up to my lips. I swear I can hear a soft giggle as she closes the door behind her. Oh boy! I'll never get over this particular song being so annoyingly catchy. I want to look at music, see if we've unlocked anything new. Okay, everyone. We finished sharing poems a little earlier than usual today, so I guess we've got a little free time before we have to pack away. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super relieved that all of these exams are over. The past 2 weeks have been a blur of notes, frantic last-minute cramming, and a bucket load of stress. Student life in a nutshell. Thankfully, today marks the end of assessments. It also didn't help that I was dying to spend more time with Sayori. Me too! How did everyone's exams go? Mixed bag, to be honest. I was never a huge fan of math, so that one definitely could have gone better. Tell me about it. Physics wasn't much better. Coulomb's law, Ohm's law, Lenz's... Oh my god, you're giving me nightmares. Stop! And I still don't get any of them. Ohm's law is the only one I know, and I don't remember off the top of my head. It's the only one I understood. Biology went pretty well, though. We were learning all about the brain for this semester. So many different parts, and they've all got funny names. Labeling it was tricky, though. I just... We're saying about this... Or, not Sarah. What you're about to say actually is a good point. Huh. Sorry, I'm processing that information as I read it. It's fascinating to think that while we're learning about how brains work, our own brains are active. Processing it all. Don't you think? Yeah, if you're a zombie. I'm not sure I understand. Zombies are capable of higher cognition and... Jeez, Yuri, it's like they like to eat brains. It was a joke. Oh, Yuri. Did you do well? I suppose my performance wasn't too bad. Pff, come on, Yuri. We all know you're a real smarty pants. I bet you aced like all of your subjects. You know how to put her on the spot, don't you, Natsuki? Anyway, to answer your question, Ryan, I'm definitely with you. I've never been a fan of exam season. The amount of stress involved. She rarely rubs her temples. You have to juggle academics with your extracurriculars, don't you? Mm-hmm. High expectations don't make it life any easier either. Her face drops for a moment. But that's enough of that. Why don't we have a Christmas party? God! Again! Monica! I'm okay with that, but what the fuck? Ooh, like our Halloween one? That was so fun. Pretty much like that, yes. That's a wonderful idea. A good way to see the year off. Yeah, okay. Can't see why not. Yay! That's a pretty unanimous vote. You can host it around mine, by the way. Oh, she towards Monica and Yuri. As imagine you model students wouldn't want to break into the school twice. You'd be correct. Certain visits betrays no humor. Looks like my joke didn't quite go to plan. Anyway, now that we've all got that sorted, she quickly checks the clock. I'm going to have to get going, so now's a good time to call the session here. I'll see you guys at the party. Let's make a move, Sayori. Okay. See you guys later. With a wave, we all pack away and go our separate ways. We've gone through what? 2 days and a week? Like, we've gone through what, like, 16 days? In 30 minutes. 32 minutes to be exact. What the frick? I love this music. By all accounts, today would be a day to be spent with Sayori. After our club meeting, though, she texted everyone suggesting a secret Santa idea where we'd all buy each other presents. If only knew if I ended up with her as my Santa, which put a damper on things. I was looking forward to Christmas shopping with her. As I didn't fancy going alone, I decided to message Yuri and see if she wanted to come with me. As I wasn't Yuri's Santa, she agreed, although in typical Yuri fashion, she was quite surprised that I wanted to go shopping with her. Some things never change. Outfit! Wait. I have some ideas, but nothing I'm surely certain on, and I think it was asking a present for Monica. Look at this! The custom background, the custom sprite for... Oh, it's partially custom. The custom sprite for Yuri, that looks like she has a bathrobe on, and it looks really cute, and I like it. Yuri is my queen. I know I'm doing Sayori up, but Yuri is still my queen. Waifu material. Part of the downside of shopping for someone is that when you don't know them well, you can never be sure what they want. With any consolation, I don't know what to get Sayori either. To be told, I've never been that great with presents. Maybe a new bow? Or some new clothes? Women's clothes makes no sense to me. I never really talked to Sayori about her fashion sense. We have the entire day ahead of ourselves, Ryan. It would be sensible to look at the recipient's hobbies and go from there, wouldn't you think? Wait, so I'm getting for Sayori. Yuri's getting for Monica. Monica's probably getting for Natsuki. Natsuki's probably getting for Yuri. And Sayori's probably getting for Natsuki. That's if I'm to guess. If I nailed it on the head, I'm gonna be a happy girl. I almost said boy, so it's habit in my head, and I also normally I have people home, so I have to say it that way. It would be simple to look at the recipient's hobbies and go from there, wouldn't you think? Hopefully we'll be able to find something. Oh, the snowy city looks so pretty!
That street's called Downtown Street. None the fuck.
At this time of the year, the streets are very busy. Seems like half the entire town decided to do their Christmas shopping today. With the constant fiddling of her hair and nervous look in her eyes, it's clear that Yuri isn't a fan of crowds. She's standing quite close to me, her eyes bouncing around whenever someone passes close to her. You know, I've had an idea. Oh? Well, Monica plays piano, right? So I imagine she'd be into music. Have you ever spoken to her what kind of band she likes? Any musicians in particular? You know, now you mention it. Yes, we've had a discussion about our musical preferences before. While our tastes aren't exactly aligned completely, we both tend to appreciate music with thoughtful lyrics. She has a preference for music that has lyrics with clever wordplay. If I recall correctly, she wasn't much of a rap fan, although she's beginning to appreciate the thought and effort that goes into rapping. Oh god, don't you dare. Much like with poetry, lyrics can be a powerful way to express your thoughts, the battles you're going through, and the demons you face. The effect of music can be incredible, not just the listener, but the artists themselves. Take the famous singer Freddie Mercury. Outside the band, he was shy and actually rather introverted. What, really? Well, I see him as really flamboyant and confident when he was on stage. Like he owned the whole room. IBC, that was only while he was on stage, as a performer. He was, of course, as bold, confident, and rambunctious as you may think. She stares out dreamily, lost in thought. Yuri? Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. Anyway, yes, I think the music store would be a fine place to start. Let's make a move, shall we? Oh my god, thankfully the music shop was much quieter than the streets outside. As I do, Yuri visibly relaxed, taking a deep breath. Much better. Now, where do we supposed to start? If I remember correctly, Monica has been playing the piano for long, right? She must still be a novice. So, there's wonder, a feasible choice of present grabs my attention. How about these? We amble over, with Yuri looking on curiously. It's basically a guide on how to play popular songs on piano. Flip it over, checking out the description on the back. Note for note, specially catered for beginners. Oh! She flips through the pages. I've heard Monica discuss these artists before, so she may not even want to learn how to play any of these songs. Not that your session wasn't a good one. I didn't even sound dismissive or anything. Wasn't dismissive, Yuri. It was a pretty smart thing to bring up. It was a suggestion. Let's keep looking. Starting to see gets Yuri something from here as well. I knew what her tastes were like when we were younger, but I have no idea if they've changed. Probably best to come with her one day. I remember Monica was talking about this song. Forget what she's looking at. Huh? The retro aisle, huh? I didn't know she was really into really old songs. If I remember correctly, this appealed to her more so from a metaphorical perspective. What's worse, that the song is actually from a story in itself. Initially described by castaway lost at sea, lost all hope after it's been a year since he wrote his SOS message. This describes how he resigned himself to his fate, saying that he's alone, cut off from the real world with no one to save him despite his efforts. But one day, he wakes up and realizes that there are other bottles scattered around the shore, and so he realizes that other people share in his loneliness. Ironically, he shares his loneliness with other people. The entire tale told in under 5 minutes. It isn't quite what I listened to either. The theme that underlies the song, underlie the song, and the message it portrays is powerful. The power of loneliness stemming from an individual cut off from the real world, desperately seeking someone to rescue them, the loss of hope. Man, the conversation between Yuri and Monica would probably go on for hours if the next relationship is anything to go by. You really look into this stuff, don't you? Sorry, I don't know. I know it was really weird. I didn't even ask for the analysis. It's not weird at all. It's really cool how you don't take a song at face value, even with the lyrics. You fought all the metaphors of hitting meanings. I do that as well. One of the main reasons why one of my hobbies outside of YouTube and gaming in general is songs. I love listening to music. I have a 70+ hour Spotify playlist that I listen to. That's all it's mostly rock, metal, alternative rock, pop, punk, stuff like that. There's a little bit of rap, there's a little bit of rap mixed in there, a little bit of pop in there. Not too much, but there's a decent amount to where I have a little bit of variety now. Yeah, sorry, I was typing again. Excuse me. But yeah, I actually might leave a link in the description to it. I don't usually. I actually think I have a Nightbot that has my Spotify playlist. I don't remember if I do. If I don't, I'll set it up for the next stream. But in the description, I will link my Spotify playlist that I use on a day-to-day basis. Or better yet, if you just want to get it and follow it, and you can keep up to date with all my songs and stuff like that. I don't make any myself, but if you're interested in what I'm listening to and you like to see how that changes every so often or recommend me songs, Twitter is a good place to go. And if you just want it personally, if you just want it personally, I won't put it in the description. I changed my mind. But yeah. If you want to just have that, my Twitter is the best place to contact me. If you don't have Twitter, Instagram. Both are free, and it's always free to make an account, unless your family doesn't like that, because I know that's a thing. It's not something I really do myself, but if it's something you enjoy, power to you, right? Really? Really. Don't be ashamed of who you are, Yuri. You've got your interests, and that's great. I'll admit they were different in that case, but I never looked down on you for being more analytical. Besides, it probably helps you in school. Anyway, did you want to get the vinyl for the song, or no? Well, I don't know if she has a vinyl player. There wouldn't be much point if she doesn't have one. I actually have another idea for a gift, which should hopefully be more dependable. Oh, we're back here again. Back here? Yeah, it's here. We're doing festival preparation. We came here for supplies. This place how we need it, so I'm a little more confident now. Anyway, what do you have in mind? Well, I noticed Monica handwrites a lot of things. Her poems, her entries in her planner and diary. I always admired the look and feel of a well-crafted fountain pen. These days, they're quite rare. Most people use brios or ballpoints. A fountain pen, huh? Why do you mention that, actually? If you were my secret Santa, that's probably what I'd get you. Guess you both appreciate the same thing. Oh, well, I'm not really sure if she would like it. But I suppose it's more dependable than a vinyl, given she doesn't need any equipment to use the gift. Anyway, let's have a look. In front of us lies a shelf, carefully slotted with a wide variety of fancy fountain-looking fountain pens. Fountain pens are the ones that you dip like it's a quill and you have to do it that way. I'm going to look this up before I sound like a dumbass. Yeah, fountain pens are the ones that you dink. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Yeah, they're the ones that, they're like a really, if I can remember to do it in, I'll timestamp it. But they're like a little pen that essentially, like, you it has ink and it looks kind of fancy. They are really fancy looking. I'm not a personal fan of them. I would get it maybe as a collector's thing if I ever wanted one, but I'm not a huge writer, so. In fact, my handwriting is absolutely atrocious. Harry takes out a selection of choices, handling each one with the utmost care. She turns them over in her hands, bringing each pen up to eye level, inspecting from the nib to the edge of the cap. To be totally honest, while I can definitely see the appeal, it's a little boring. I'm sure that to the right person, they're much more than just a writing instrument, but to me, they're just metal sticks that hold ink. I mean, what exactly can you do with a pen, aside from writing? My mind wanders. A typical reaction when I'm bored. She calls me over. This one tempts me the most. What do you think? Well, it's definitely pretty. The dark green against the black looks really cool. Feels pretty weighty, too. I can imagine she really liked this one. The last part isn't exactly true, but at this point, I'm not exactly keen to spend a lot of time in this shop. Yuri has a habit of getting lost in her own little world, and while I don't mind it, it can drag out at times. I like how it comes with its own bottle of ink, too. Nice little touch. I think this will do fine. I inwardly heave a sigh of relief as I had a feeling that Yuri would take you in longer than Sayori when it comes to shopping. I just hope you don't pass the book aisle. What will you get, Sayori? I still have no idea. Anything to do with clothes are out of the picture. Don't know what her style or size is. What does Sayori like to do in her free time? Sleep? Eat? Yuri stifles a small laugh. Come on, Ryan. You're missing an obvious one. I don't think being clumsy is a hobby. Poetry! Wow. Now I really do feel like an idiot. So, like a new notebook or to write poems in? Never bought a gift for a poet before. That's a viable choice, however. Well, if I could suggest, Well, far be it for me to tell you what to get her, but given your history together, would it not be, not gonna be offended, Yuri. Would it not be better to get a more personalized present? Something that really reminds you of her? A book or a pen are, of course, practical gifts. They aren't particularly personal. Okay, so a more personalized present. Something that reminds me of her. For instance, let's look at her poems. They're rather intimate, no? A reflection of her inner thoughts and feelings? I really liked her Bottles poem and... Wait. That's it. Sorry, I'm not sure I understand. You can buy little bottles that are illuminated by lights. If I get a few, all with different colored lights, they can be metaphors for all the happy thoughts she has. Yuri's eyes lit up. Such a wonderful idea. Not only is it very thoughtful, but it's also a wonderful homage to one of her best poems. I guarantee that she would love it. I really surprised myself, don't I? Where did you get such a gift from, though? You ordered them from the internet. I'll tell you what, actually. Do you want to wrap your present for Monica at my place? Or a serious gift and help you out with that? Are you sure? I've already taken up a lot of your time, and I hate to... It's Christmas, Yuri. Well, give or take a few days. Come on. If you're sure... I am sorry, but Blue Sky devs, this art is fucking amazing. Right when the ball goes about to punch his average, it's one punch. But the intrusion is immediately forgiven once I realize it's Siri telling me she's here. Hey! Someone's in a good mood, haha. You sharing an embrace, I affectionately run my fingers through her hair. Of course. It's never finally over. All the presents are sorted, and I get to spend today with you. Why wouldn't I be? Take a seat in the sofa. I offer my shoulder as a cushion, to which she delightfully obliges. Sitting here with Siri noses into me, an arm around her, feeling her warm body next to mine. Oh, how these past few weeks have been worth the wait. Well, given how amazing my present for you is, you've every right to be. I wink her and her eyes lit up, childish excitement all over her features. Oh? Can I try and guess? You can, but that doesn't mean I'll tell you. Gotta wait until the others are here. Oh, okay. Is it a new bow? Oh, something I considered actually, but given how much that red bow suits you, I didn't want to mess with that. Besides, I don't really know your style very well, truth be told. But for future reference, I like blue. Yes! Marry me! Blue is my favorite color! It's not why I picked the mod, but blue is my favorite color. A blue bow would go really well with your eyes, which would make you look even prettier. You're really sweet, you know that? Seriously, Ray. You know, I don't think I've ever told you this, but you're beautiful. Ah! Not especially the way your hair falls over your face, the way your smile lights up the room. How you can make my day better just by being there. Everything I want to say to her over the past 2 weeks is finally tumbling out of my mouth. It's not like me to be romantic at all. I don't know where these words are coming from, but they just feel so right to say. I never told you how much you mean to me. Her face is inched closer and I feel her warm breath on my skin. The silence of the room broken only by my voice, which is lowered to a whisper. I know their history is a little inconsistent, but to be honest, you're here now. We're here now. And that's all I care about. So with a nervous anticipation and coo slightly. I forgot Steam notifications pop up. Eyes shining with bliss. With my heart hammering, I'm aware of what's about to happen. We both lean forward. Wow, this is really about to happen. Fucking doorbell blue balling me. God damn it. Both our eyes should open. I'm 100% sure that the immense pang of disappointment that I'm feeling is mutual. Why now of all times? With a heavy sigh, I reluctantly pull myself away from Siri and head to the door. Hey guys. Ah, yes. So, as if I go to settings, that's the wrong one. If I go to settings, and I think it's under extras, there's an entire Monica sequence. I've seen this outfit already, and I really like this sprite. Alright, let's get this party started, shall we? I'll put the mouse up here. I took on letter in, waving to Yuri and Natsuki as well. Wow, so only 2 people have custom... I mean, so far we've only seen 3 custom sprites for their casual outfits. And even then, Monica's is completely custom because we never saw Monica in a custom outfit. So Yuri's is just a recolor. Yuri's always had the jacket, but she's not wearing it. But Natsuki's is the same. So this is your house, huh? Technically, it's my parents, actually. She pulls an unimpressed face. Very funny. You keep it in good condition. Just like how I remembered it. Oh, you've been here before, Yuri? Yuri shoots me an inquisitive look. And for some reason, I'm hit with the urge to hastily explain myself. Yeah, Yuri and I went Secret Santa shopping together. Had to wrap our presents here. Man, did any of you guys struggle with that? Or was it just me being an idiot? Mitsuki mutters something under her breath. No, I didn't find it too easy either. Speak for yourself, guys. It was a walk in the park. Such confidence, Mitsuki. Why don't you go first, then? But I like Mitsuki is always darkly satisfying when she gets knocked down a peg or two. Especially when it comes from someone as calm and shy as Yuri. So, Mitsuki nervously looks around. Oh, is everyone ready? Is everyone even ready to share? Of course. Come on, Mitsuki. Who did you have? A playful smirk playing on her lips. Okay. Anyway, I couldn't wrap it, well, for obvious reasons, duh. She pulls what looks like some kind of plant from her big bag. It's for you, Yuri. Oh! Mitsuki got Yuri. Okay. A plant? Yeah. It's a peace lily. I did some research on them. They're really good at improving air quality. Don't really know how, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I thought I'd suit you because they're supposedly good for boosting your concentration. I know you like to read a lot, and these plants are apparently really good at helping you focus and calming you down. Oh, and they're super easy to take care of as well. You got this for me? Unless there's another Yuri in the room, yeah. Why? Don't you like it? No, it's not that. Well, it's such a thoughtful gift. You're right, it would make the perfect environment to sit down and read in. Not only would it help me when I write poetry, it would also make a wonderful addition to my bedroom. Thank you ever so much, Satsuki. It means a lot. It's just a plant, sheesh. For what it's worth, I'm glad you like it, Yuri. Merry Christmas and all that. Ah, there it is. That merry festive spirit. It's so nice seeing Yuri and Natsuki get along so well, even after the fights and differences. Which is actually funny, because if I remember, if this is going up at the correct date, this is the Christmas episode. Meaning, this went up after Christmas. I hope. I think. I hope. I'm hoping. I need to actually make sure I name all these after this. Mitsuki's gift took me by surprise. I didn't know she was so thoughtful. Guess she didn't have a heart. Guess she does have a heart after all, eh? Alright, Natsuki, that was a pretty good gift. You've raised the bar pretty high. Anyway, I guess I'll go next. This is for you, Natsuki. He pulls out her gift, the expression on Natsuki's face transforms from a thinly disguised indifference to a genuine shock. Is that a spice rack? Yep, comes with a bunch of spices too. Anyway, I figured this could come in handy given how much you're into culinary stuff. I wasn't sure what spices to get you, but luckily these came with some with the rack itself. If I remember correctly, I think these three are fennel, thyme, and one more. Those things probably mean more to you than they do to me. Merry Christmas. Jeez, let's say it cost a lot. Monica dismisses her objection with a wave. Money's money. Don't worry about it. She swallows and composes herself. Thanks, Monica. She looks at the floor. That's really nice of you. Oh, good, Nat. Anyway, who's next? Yuri bashfully reaches into her bag. This is for you, Monica. She hands it a small box we wrapped together. Ooh, wrapped as well. You really did go the extra mile. She unwraps the box, revealing the beautiful fountain pen within. Pardon me if I misjudged. However, I noticed that you do a lot of writing, whether that be for your poems or in your planner. I found this pen to be beautiful, and it writes really well. And it comes with a bottle of ink, too. Very interesting, Yuri. I should have guessed you'd offer something like this. You're right, though. It's a very ornate pen. She picks it up, gently rolling it in her fingers. It has a really nice weight to it. Thank you, Yuri. Your timing's pretty good. I was running out of ink with my old pen. Oh, you're most welcome, Monica. I'm glad you like it. I sent him to go for something musical, something to do with the piano. But I wasn't sure what sort of things you were learning with the instrument, so I figured a pen was a safer bet. Monica loads the pen with ink and gives it a test run. Alright, it's really well. Where'd you get this? I'm tempted to visit the shop myself at some point. It's just a shop in town. Just be mindful not to press too hard. It's really easy for the ink to flow too much. Last thing you want is a puddle of ink. God! Stop it! Stop! I'ma smack someone in a minute. Stop making a reference to that song. I like the song, but you're stop. Duly noted. Wait, hang on. Going about process of elimination. Siri, did we get each other? Well, the only ones left, so I think we did, yeah. Do you want to go first? Here you go. She hands me a medium-sized rectangular object wrapped in snow-themed wrapping paper. Let me guess, a book? Oh, because they're doing the literature club, eh? Oh, wow. I did not expect to see a younger version of myself smiling up at me. I wasn't really sure what to get you. I first thought it was a game, but I'm not sure what you're into, so thought I'd go for a more sentimental pick. This is one of my favorite pictures of us when we were kids, so I thought of giving you my favorite memory would be a good idea. I remember this day. It was when our parents took us to the fair, and we got you that giant cow plushie. Yeah, that's the one. I look fondly at the photo. We're both standing side by side with a cow sitting below us. An impossibly huge grin is on both of our faces. The cow wasn't much shorter than we were back then. Remember to never make fun of your ability to pick out a fantastic present, Sayori. It was super thoughtful. The frame itself was a lovely touch as well. Yeah, it's cute. I just hope my gifts can stack up to yours, Sayori. Here you go. Are these bottles? Yep, and as you can see, there's also colored lights inside them. And let me flip out the lights so you see what I mean. It's collective ooh as the darkness brings out the light's true potential. Against the blackness, the reds, blues, and greens, yellows flare to life. It was a bit strange speaking in the darkness, especially when I can't see Sayori's reaction, though. Anyway, I got this as a reference, I guess, to your bottles poem. I couldn't help but notice the bottles represented your happy thoughts. Each light in these bottles are basically a happy memory, a happy thought that I've shared with you. Obviously, I've got more than 4 happy memories with you, but I couldn't exactly buy 100 bottles. Anyway, this is going to sound really cheesy, but all of a sudden I'm grateful that we're in the dark, as it makes it much easier to really speak my mind. You're my happy thought, Sayori. I just wanted to give you something that you could keep as a reminder of that. Merry Christmas. I flicked the light back on. Geez, you two need to get a room. Haha, sorry. Had to be said. Ryan, this is such a sweet present. I think it's the best gift I've ever had. Indeed, it truly embodies thoughtfulness. I knew it was an excellent choice the very first moment you suggested it. I'll give you credit, Ryan. You can really tell you two have been best friends for a while. My cheeks redden as I hear all of their praise. I was hoping the present would be as well received, sure, but I was expecting everyone to be so impressed. You guys. Anyway, not all the present sharing is over. Does anyone want to play something? What do you have in mind? Well, there are video games that are all there's some video games that are multiplayer, and I think I have some board games lying around. There's Monopoly, Trivial Pursuit, Scrabble, Cluedo. Hang on. You really do live a wild lifestyle, you know that? Hey, I did suggest video games, but none of you seem that interested. Exactly my point. Yuri quickly interjects. I think Trivial Pursuit could be fun. Yeah, that's what. Now we get to see how smart you really are, Yuri. Sure, you can give it a go. You're on, Yuri. I'm not really the competition. Fine. There better be some questions on manga, though. God damn it. Now we're in, it's very clear that the game is clearly between Yuri and Monaco are roughly neck and neck. Everyone's been enjoying it, though, even Natsuki, although she tries to act like the whole thing is boring to her. I can tell she's having fun. Currently, it's Sayori's turn. The color pink? Oh, the entertainment category. Many video game characters Banjo consider are what to animals? Ooh, I should know this one. Yeah, I swear we played together when we were kids. Can you give me a hint? Sorry, you just have to grin and bear it. She pouts, clearly missing the cleverly concealed hint. Well, what are the choices? A bear, a bird, a lizard, and a bat. Or a gorilla and a monkey. I can't remember. I'm just gonna have to go with the bear and the bird. Oh, yay! I got it right. I totally knew that. If you got it wrong, we wouldn't be friends. Hey! Let's see what I get. Huh, literature. Japanese story, the spider story, Bobusk. Kandada's unable to escape hell using... Why was Kandada unable to escape hell using the spider web? The web was an illusion. Other prisoners were also trying to use the web to escape, or the devil cut the web before Kandada could break free. That's like an easy question, huh? I remember reading the story a very long time ago. It's really going to bother me if I don't get it right. It's B. Flips the card over. Ah! I knew it. Another point to me. Pff, nerd. Knowledge is powerful, said Natsuki. Natsuki mumbles something under her breath. Anyway, if I get another geography question, I'm going to flip. What does blue mean again? Ah. Don't say it's geography. Okay, it's not geography. She rolls her eyes. It is, isn't it? Ribosphera, she reads the question. What is the capital of Australia? Sydney, Adelaide, or Canberra? Don't most people get this one wrong? Along in Canada, most people think it's Toronto or Vancouver. Now I get the feeling this is a trick question. Like, I've heard of Sydney and Adelaide, but I never picked those two. So, I'm going to pick Canberra. Oh, that's right. Well, that was easy. I learned something new. Yeah, I thought it was Sydney. I'm sorry, Australians. I thought you were capital of Sydney, but I just found out something new. I would have picked Sydney. Exactly. Who's the nerd now, Natsuki? Shut up. Science one, eh? Which of these arteries is a major artery of the forearm? Oh my god, that was clever. Oh, you clever devs. Oh my god. Because if you don't get the reference, in the original game, Yuri has a self-harming problem. These arteries is a major artery of the forearm and wrist. Carotid radial femoral. Ah, I know this one. I'm fairly certain it's the radial. Yeah, the carotid is in the neck. How'd you know that? Because I pay attention to biology, silly. Why is everyone thinking I'm an idiot or something? Prove that you're not an idiot by winning, eh? Why don't you? He's got you there. Can't really dispute that. A couple hours pass since the end of the board game. A comfortable, lazy atmosphere is settled upon the room, the kind where no one can be bothered too much after eating a hefty meal. As the night we're on, the general conversation topics have grown a little more mellow and reflective. We're all lounging in the living room. Sarah is next to me, and I'm fighting the urge to cuddle up to her. I don't know if she wants to tell everyone that's together yet. As I'm trying to figure out a way to talk to her in private, something springs up and whispers in Monica's ear. Both girls glance my direction as Monica giggles. Both of them get up and head over to the kitchen, whispering conspiratively to one another. Strange cheating behavior caused me to raise an eyebrow. What are you two doing? Oh, you'll find out soon. See about the sing-song way of how she delivered that line. Roused my suspicions further. Kitsune, Natsuki, and Yuri both are holding a poker face. Well, it's a good poker face they can manage, that is. If you guys know what's going on? Oh, he's so gonna mess us up. Natsuki, don't be so rude. What? Come on, it's gonna be so funny. You guys know I'm literally sitting right here, right? Yuri shoots me a sympathetic look. I would tell you, but I've been told not to. It'll ruin the surprise. Can everyone drive this Illuminati stuff and just tell me what's gotten into? Ryan, can you come here? Bewildered, I oblige. Walking up to Sarah and Monica, I notice that the former looks really nervous for some reason. Man, I don't know what's in the food we say, but it's making you all act super weird. Monica steps away from him, shooting Sarah a wink as she does so. I'm guessing that's a voicemail for now. Seeing Sarah a wink as she does so. Look up, Brian. How expecting some sort of cryptic hit. Oh my god. I oblige. Oh. Oh no. Is that a mistletoe? This that earlier, I'm fairly certain, was not there. I'm fully aware what you're meant to do under it. As Sarah shovels over to me, my heart starts pounding once more. It was nerve-wracking enough and it was just us two earlier. You set this up with the girls, didn't you? Fully disguised look of innocence, Sarah's face tell me all I need to know. I should have seen this coming. What a time to forget how crafty you can be, Sayori. She's standing right in front of me now. Expect to see clearly visible on her features. Do you want us to look away? Only a distant, faraway part of me registers Monica's voice. Right now, the only thing I'm focused on is the beautiful girl in front of me. Actually, no, that's a lie. The most important thing I'm focusing on is how not to mess this up. Little thoughts go out the window as Sayori's lips finally meet mine. Ah! Ah, it's so cute! Ah, it's cute! I love it! Ah, it's cute! In that moment, nothing else matters. I sigh contentedly, pulling her closer to me. One of my hands caresses the back of her head, while the other gently cups her face. Oh, that's a voicemail I'll have to read in a moment. Now they could prepare me for this moment. I'm drinking her. Fuck! I pressed spacebar too fast. Shit. Shit. I'm drinking her in, lost in the sensation of her lips on mine, and her warm, soft hands leaked around the back of my neck. All the fears I had about messing this up melt away as the kiss progresses. I have no clue what I'm doing, but from how good this feels and how blissful Sayori seems to be, I think it's safe to say it's working. Eventually, we break away. I've also tell how long that kiss went on for. Seconds, minutes, years. As I open my eyes, Sayori's beautiful face fills my vision. There's such a tender, heartfelt look in her eyes that I've never seen before. With that adorable giggle. Sheesh, you two. I knew it. Suki rolls her eyes. Duh, it wasn't super obvious when Sayori asked us to bring the mistletoe. No, I mean, ever since Ryan joined the club, I had a gut feeling they liked each other. Childhood sweethearts, eh? That almost sounds like a trope. The way you two spoke about one another was ever so endearing. I'm happy for you two. Yeah, congrats and all. Let's keep the mushy stuff outside the club, okay? I grin weakly. I'll do my best. Anyway, it's getting late. I think it's time we lead these lovebirds to it. She nudges Yuri. Oh, yes, of course. Hey, for us in the party. It was really enjoyable. Yeah, it was. Just make sure you use God damn it, Natsuki! Natsuki! Kidding. Jeez. On that awkward parting remarks, Yuri and I are left alone. There's a moment of silence. Ryan? What's up? She tries to look away, the traces of anxiety on her face. Can I say that might sound a bit weird? Sure? Was it okay for us to kiss? I mean, wasn't the mistletoe idea yours? I know. It's just, well, my heart's telling me that this is all okay, but my brain is telling me, well, it's being a bit of a meanie. This is the right choice, right? Sorry, I know this might sound really sudden. I just didn't want to say anything while the others were here. Sorry, it's just still so confusing. I take her hands in mine and tilt her head so our eyes meet. Look, Sayori, why are you feeling this was the wrong decision? It's kind of hard for me to stop believing I'm not worth your love and your attention. The last thing I want to do is drag you down and have you waste your time on someone like me. But at the same time, I'm trying to stay hopeful and listen to my heart, which is telling me that it's okay to go for what I want. Well, did you enjoy the kiss? Because I don't know about you, but I really, really enjoyed it. She blushes. I did, yeah. You're a good kisser. Well, I've never been happier. Whenever you're around, I'm always in better spirits. We both want each other, and we're both happy with each other. So how can this be a wrong decision? I don't really know for sure, but I'm guessing this is the depression trying to tell you you're not allowed to be happy. Of course you are. Don't worry, Sayori. We'll get through this together. Just remember, this is all my choice. No one's forcing me to make it. Pause for a moment, reflecting on my words. I just hope I've managed to get through to her. Okay. Thanks, Ryan. I guess you're right. I'll try to remember that. Oh, by the way, sorry putting you on the spot when the others are around. I bet you were enjoying that. That's alright. I got to kiss you, so it's more than made up for it. That was really nice, wasn't it? I think I enjoy kissing you a lot more with 3 people watching. Well, you're all gone, so do you? And without waiting for her to finish the question, I kiss her again. Oh man, it's something I could definitely get used to. That's just, as just the two of us, feels a lot more personal. And that's absolutely fine by me. Merry Christmas, Sayori. With our faces only inches apart, she painfully noses my nose with her own, laughing. Holding her this close, being able to hear her heartbeat, feeling her warm breath in my face, hearing her whisper. Thank you for everything. Merry Christmas to you too. Though it feels like absolute bliss, a part of me can't help but wonder what I'm getting myself into. It would be naive to think that everything would be sunshine and rainbows from here on out, no matter how strongly we feel for each other. Would we really be okay together? Perhaps there's no sense of worrying about the future so much. It will just be, perhaps take each day as they come. After all, there's only one way to find out. Act 3. Act 3. Alright, so with that, I was just listening to a voicemail really quick while that music played over, but we're on Act 3! So, with that, I'm going to save and end off the episode. Yes. With that, that's the end of the episode. If you want to see, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss out on any videos. And, yeah. I hope you all had an amazing holiday season so far. I know we're not quite done. This should be the last episode of Doki Doki Blue Skies in 2020. Because the next episode is on January 2nd. But most importantly, if your holiday, I hope everyone's holidays are really good. I'm recording this, obviously, as you can see right here, on the 14th of December. I'm bulk recording again, like I said in the last episode. I probably won't be able to get through all of Act 3, but I'm going to probably do 1 or 2 more episodes, maybe just 1 more. Maybe 2 more, I don't know, depending on how long each one is. But, if you enjoyed, be sure to like. If you want to see more from me, so be subscribed, click the bell so you don't miss any videos. Follow me on social media down in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video or live stream where I decide to make. Have a great day, everybody. And I hope your holiday season was amazing.